So Crazy Rich Asians is the new film based on the hugely popular book of the same name. The storyline follows Rachel, a New Yorker who flies to Singapore to meet her boyfriend's family, only to find out how incredibly wealthy they happen to be.
If only this would happen to me. Now, recently, the film's director, John Chu, and the star, Henry Golding, made a grand entrance into Chicago. I mean, just check out their helicopter landing. They even had champagne for them when they landed. Now, of course, I had the chance to take a crazy rich ride in a yacht to interview John and Henry. This has been a great assignment, by the way. Thank you, The Jam. I've been waiting 25 years for this, Felicia. It's because it's an all Asian American cast, and this is direct from Hollywood, and there's not a martial artist in the entire film. Yes!
Yeah, so it's kind of breaking stereotypes there.
Yes, finally it's about time, so take a look.
These people aren't just rich, they're crazy rich.
Now, you really should have told me that you're like the Prince William of Asia.
That's ridiculous. Much more of a Harry.
Okay, Henry, how crazy has your life been in the last year or so?
It's totally done a 180. I mean, this guy has literally changed the direction of my life completely. Filming in Malaysia and Singapore, that was kind of a sort of messed with my mind as well, because I lived in Malaysia for the longest time. I still live in Singapore, so to be filming in my back garden, that was insane.
Well, you do owe it all to John, because he found you.
He did.
I mean, and he believed in you and wanted you for this role. You had a man crush on him, basically, right?
I can't say it was me. It was Lisa Kim, who is our accountant in Malaysia.
Ooh.
And all her friends had this huge crush on this random guy on Instagram that does travel shows. And she sent us an email. We were like, yeah, whatever. And I started looking on his Instagram. And of course, you get deeper down. You start accidentally liking pictures from 1996.
Slid into my DMs.
And then I slid into the DM and was like, hey, have you ever acted before? He's like, no. I said, oh, that's fine. Can you leave your honeymoon and come audition for us? That was about a year ago today.
Yeah.
Well, this is a really big deal, especially for Asian Americans. This isn't a movie about Asians. This isn't a foreign film. This is from Hollywood, and it's an all-Asian cast, the first one in, like, what,
25 years.
Yes, that's a big deal.
Yes.
What sort of pressures did you feel as a director, weighing kind of the superficial with something that's also more deep?
Well, one, we had a great story to base it off of, this amazing book, bestseller, Crazy Rich Asians, which is like the #1 bestseller on the New York Times list right now. I'm more scared of my family being angry at me for something I messed up in the Chinese or something I messed up in the culture. But no, I take it very seriously. Something young, as a young person, I wish a movie like this existed. Made a decision a couple years ago to actually use my efforts to try to get this through the door at a studio, and it worked, so I'm very proud of it.
But then those Asian themes of guilt and trying to honor your father and mother, man, they're in there.
Yeah, and that's, I think, the universality through the specificity is what we always talk about. It's what I'm working with Lin-Manuel Miranda on my next movie, and he talks about that a lot. So we really try to do that in this movie. The more specific, we realize that everybody relates. Everybody has a crazy mother-in-law or family.
If Nick chose me, he would lose his family. And if he chose his family, he might spend the rest of his life resenting you.
You nasty, you kinda nasty, you got nastier.
Okay, so that was rapper Aquafina that you love so much.
She is
hilarious in this. Listen, this is like The Devil Wears Prada meets like You've Got Mail. It's really fantastic. Crazy Rich Asians opens in theaters on Wednesday.